work hams intentionally poisoned me. This happened pre-COVID, but I literally found out about this just now. Also all the names are changed. To preface, I have celiac disease. For those who don't know, it's an autoimmune disease where my body can't process gluten. If I have even the tiniest bit, I get really sick. My office has a lot of hams. There are 19 of us, and 12 are obese or morbidly obese. I went from being about 10 pounds overweight to a healthy size due to making good food choices, and my ham-bony office mates really took notice. I would get comments when I didn't eat the donuts and cupcakes my ham coworker and left out for the office. They said I was being really mean by not having one, even when I explained that they were full of gluten and would make me sick. They said just take a bite so and doesn't feel bad. Like, no, that will definitely make me sick soon. There was a rumor going around that I had an eating disorder. One ham coworker even asked if I could wear baggy clothes because I made her uncomfortable. Deborah, one of the largest, was the meanest about it. She'd comment on my body saying I look too bony and say things like it's not Halloween. Nobody wants to see a skeleton in the office, and she'd always criticize my lunches, telling me I wasn't getting enough calories, and kept insistently offering me part of her enormous daily McDonald's feast. She'd literally have a Big Mac, large nugget box, large fry and large soda. Like WTF, when it'd say no, citing my celiac disease. She'd roll her eyes, or make some derogatory comments. Suffice to say, all of this did not make a great work environment. Back in March, a coworker had an in-office birthday party and everyone brought food and directed me to a plate of muffins and said that and Deborah always felt bad about me never being able to eat anything, so they made these especially gluten-free for me. I was really touched that they would do that, so I loaded up with 3 muffins. The texture was really good. If anyone knows anything about gluten-free baking, is that most of the time the texture really sucks, but these were just fantastic. So I ate them all. I also loaded up on some corn chips from the big communal bowl and was dipping it in the shared guac and pico. But after about 15 minutes I started to feel very nauseous and ended up projectile vomiting all over the bathroom and myself. I was sick for 3 days after. I thought it was because people were eating gluten things at the party and then double dipping their chips, therefore getting gluten in the guac and pico. Today I was texting with another coworker and the party got brought up. She said, I just can't believe what Deborah and Ann did to you. It was cruel. And I was like, wait, what? She went on to explain that after I had gone home, after puking all over myself, she overheard Deborah and Ann talking about how they thought I was faking celiac to get out of eating, and that they didn't think that the muffins would make me that sick. They only put half the amount of flour in the muffins. They thought I would be fine. Then they said I probably made myself throw up because I didn't want the calories. I suppose that answers the question why the texture of the muffins was so great. They had ducking gluten in them. I'm literally fuming right now. I asked my coworker to text Deborah and Ann about the incident, so hopefully they'll admit to it over text, and then I can use that to ducking press charges for aggravated assault and take their asses 2 hours. I'm done with their horse shit. TL. Dr. Ham office mates didn't think my celiac disease was real. They put gluten in the muffins intentionally. I got very sick and now they're going to face some serious legal action. Moral of the story: don't stuck with people's food allergies. I'm far from slim, but anybody who calls a slim/thin person a skeleton or bag of bones deserves to be called derogatory names as well. I just don't get it, because I'm not even skinny. I still got some abdominal fat, thick thighs and mini love handles. Like, what was her definition of a skeleton? Question mark? I'm guessing a skeleton to her is somebody who can shop the average or non-plus size section at a store or online, usually below a US size 16. I'm currently a size 18 over 20 and working on it. Looking forward to the day I can shop the skeleton department. Lol. I have celiac too, and it infuriates me that people do shit like this. One setback like this can take months for your intestines to recover, and it increases your chances for intestinal and stomach cancer. It's not okay. Take legal action. Oh boy, it was rough for that month. It's really amazing what it does to the rest of your body when your intestines get damaged. Screenshot or save the texts. Send their fat asses to jail. Lawsuit. Lawsuits are civil and recover damages. If OP has any material losses, loss of pay from 3 days off of work, If she did not have sick leave, any hospital copay she had to pay, the lawsuit might be worth it. If those damages are low or non-existent, there are no damages to recover in a civil suit. What she should really be doing is going to the police and making a report, as well as taking this to ours and hopefully getting these people who assaulted her fired, deleted. Ours now, as well as lawyer up. Fuck those fat bastards. What a pair of cunts. Gather as much info as you can and report them to ours as soon as possible. My aunt has celiac disease and it's no ducking joke. Hope you feel better soon, mate. Celiac is definitely no joke, and depending how severe, this cold done a lot of damage, combined with pandemic. Oh my god, that is awful. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Best of luck. They deserve a lawsuit, and I hope you can get justice. Definitely would like to see an update to this in a few months. I hope they get what they deserve, and I'm so sorry you went through all that. You won't. Op is lying. This story did not happen. At least the way Op claims. Wait. Why do you say that? Question mark? Question mark? Go to the police. Knowingly putting peanut butter in something for someone who is allergic, it's at least assault. Same as this. That's at least administration of a noxious substance. At most first degree murder. There's a name for that. It's called food tampering, and it is a crime. Oh, go find a lawyer and get ready to sue the cloth off them. Please update us on how this plays out. I feel so angry just reading this. Those bitches deserve payback. Big time. Hostile work environment. A lawyer may go for a pro bono case. Do it. Otherwise their dumbass selves will end up killing the next person that comes through with a peanut allergy. I feel like in society today peanut allergies are taken way more seriously than celiac disease. The consequences of anaphylaxis are immediate and deadly, and death through celiac complications takes years. Also, being peanut free was never fad. Unfortunately, a lot of diseases aren't treated as serious because they aren't the type to kill you within minutes, like an allergy that triggers anaphylaxis. Celiacs and other autoimmune disorders are very serious. Celiacs, if left untreated, can cause death via malnutrition due to all of the scar tissue on the intestinal lining that doesn't properly absorb nutrients. On top of that, it just really sucks to deal with all of the symptoms of celiacs. I have my own share of foods that I'm sensitive to, so I can understand a bit about how much it sucks. Mine just isn't bad enough to cause ongoing medical complications if left untreated. Wow. Fuck those methodicas. Let's hope they like prison food. OMG reports their asses to ours immediately. This is ducking deplorable, and I was already thinking how disgusting their behavior was before you mentioned the poisoning. Please update us up on what happens. Make sure you give all the backstory information in the report, such as their behavior towards you and how they treated you, everything you have written here. I'll be looking for a future post from you on this, as I'm sure a lot of us here will be. Good luck, Op. Is our aware of what they say about you at all? I would get them involved on Monday, and hopefully your nice coworker can come through with the proof needed, so you can give it to the police and have them arrested. Wow. Looking forward to updates, if Op will have any. OMG, I'm saving this because I want updates. Room them. / shared comment on my body saying I look too bony, and say things like it's not Halloween. Nobody wants to see a skeleton in the office. Sholv said this is an office. If I wanted to see a whale I would go to an aquarium. This is awful. I'd quite like to slap Deborah and Ann on your behalf. People don't seem to realize how debilitating cons is, and this case of ignorance is bad. Please give us an update in a few days on how it plays out. I really want them to give you the sincere face-to-face apology you deserve. Kick their asses in court. I had this done to me, too. Glad you're taking action. People telling you to go to ours. Ours is there to protect company liability, not the employer. Go to the police or get a lawyer. Definitely this. Don't even hint that you want to sue to anyone you can. Powers will find a fault to fire you in a heartbeat or otherwise to remove you as the potential problem. Powers is your enemy at this point. Treat it as such and tread lightly. I wish you the best justice possible. Holy crap. Did you ever go 2 hours with this? I know people with celiac that have actually ended up in the hospital because they consumed gluten. Seriously, if you can, press charges. I know stories about people putting laxatives in others' food for revenge then were surprised when charged. It is a thing and these people poisoned you. I don't think gluten allergy causes the airways to shut, but they need an important lesson in listening to people and what allergies they have, because it can be deadly. Heck, you could have gotten really dehydrated and even sicker. I hate office donuts and others' insistence on eating them. Any update? This is the most sadly American thing I've ever read. I'm sorry that those fattises poisoned you. Ducking disgusting people. Since when is it not okay to be a healthy weight mayo? This was a hostile work environment even before the gluten incident. The baggy clothes request alone should have been reported to ours. I would have phrased it as a question about the dress code. How baggy does it have to be? How baggy is still acceptable? Etc. If they'd ask me why I'm bringing up such crap, well, Deborah said so. Can't you go 2 hours with this? I mean, you cold had to have been hospitalized. All because they think you're too skinny? That's messed up. Pop. This is making my blood boil. My mom is a celiac. I have no words to describe how much pleasure I would draw from watching those /chairs suffer if you sue them. I can't believe people do things like this. I'm definitely Hamplanet size, and I'm often shocked by the stories in this sub. Celiac is really serious and I'm glad you're okay, although 3 days down sucks. Just another celiac commenting to say duck your colleagues. That's literally my worst nightmare and why I have trust issues eating other people's food. I hope they get their comeuppance. I know I'm late, but I'm very upset on your behalf. Their Hamplanet logic ended up threatening your health. And as someone with a peanut allergy, this is pretty frightening. At the very least, report 2 hours as a hostile work environment and gross misconduct. Maybe you can get those two fired if not fined. You just need a paper trail. Even if it's not enough by itself, it can help any future case against them. It's not only about your safety and life, but also any other celiac or someone with an allergy who crosses their path. This is illegal, and you should press charges as soon as possible. I have a friend who doesn't have celiac, but doesn't eat gluten, because she claims it makes her feel bloated. I personally think it's silly, but what she eats is none of my ducking business. I don't understand people like your coworkers. Please keep us updated. That's definitely premeditated assault. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Jealousy is a horrible thing. At the least they should be fired. I'd also sue for the suffering of the 3 days being sick, time off of work and anything else. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. I'm glad you're planning to go to the police. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.